Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamson Entertainment. And welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. But most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there's a community we can talk about all things that we love. I recently just saw Godzilla Minus One. I didn't know what minus one meant before going into the movie, and I still don't know what it means after watching the movie. Maybe die-hard Godzilla fans can tell me in the comments below. Please do. This is the latest Godzilla movie out of Toho Studios in Japan, starring, and I'm sorry if I butcher these names, Ryonosuke Kamiki, Minami Hamabe, Sakura Ando, Munetaka Aoki, Hidetaka Yoshioka. So at least for me, because I haven't seen all the Godzilla films, but I would like to, this one is very different. Thankfully, they show Godzilla within the first 10 minutes or so, maybe less. And I'd never seen Godzilla this small. He's like slightly bigger than the T-Rexes that have ever been on the big screen, maybe 10 feet taller or something like that. And I was like, is this what Godzilla's gonna be like throughout the entire movie? Because this would be the smallest Godzilla, at least to my knowledge, I guess with the exception of Godzuki, Godzilla's son, to be on the big screen. But no, the first time you see Godzilla, it's like an awakened dinosaur, and that's how they describe it too. Koichi Shikishima and a bunch of pilot mechanics are the ones who encounter Godzilla first. Shikishima is a kamikaze pilot, and he's the main focus other than Godzilla. He has a really good story arc. He starts out as a coward. He lies about his plane being in disrepair so he doesn't have to go out and go on his suicide mission. And when Godzilla attacks the area that they're in, he's told to get into his plane and fire at the monster. And he gets in there, but he freezes, being a coward again. And it's great to see his redemption arc in this movie, because one thing I forgot to mention, this is 1945. It's the end of World War II. Like, when it starts out, it's the very tail end. And then it shows that a few years go by watching the movie. It's 1946, and he's surviving like everyone else in the aftermath of World War II among the rubble. And in this makeshift town, there's a woman that supposedly stole something because she's running away from people, but she's also carrying a baby. It's never really explained if the baby is what they're trying to rescue or not. She probably stole something else, because, I mean, she literally is being chased, hands the baby off to Shikishima, who holds on to the baby, and then she finds him later. The two don't know each other. They just kind of gravitate towards each other, and even though Shikishima doesn't want to help her, he just wants to be by himself because he suffers from survivor guilt, but she insists anyway. She sticks around, and you find out that she's not even the mom of this baby. And so they kind of start their own family, but not really. Just people living together for mutual advantages to survive. Although they do become a real family, as you'll watch in the movie. I was worried a little bit because they focused so much on that aspect for about a half hour, maybe a little more. I was like, when are we going to get back to Godzilla? This is supposed to be a Godzilla movie. Boy, do we get back to Godzilla. There's like a nuclear bomb test or something that Godzilla gets hit by, and then he becomes the giant Godzilla that we all know and love. This Godzilla kind of looks like a mix of the original Godzilla and the American one that came out only a few years ago. At least that's how I see it. What's different and really cool about this one, we all know that his dorsal fins light up when he's about to fire his breath weapon. Well, not only do they do that, but they also push up. And so it kind of acts like, I guess, pistons that are going to go up, and then they come back down and he fires. And it's really cool to see. The other thing that makes this movie different for me from other Godzilla movies that I've seen, it's the first one I know of where the citizens take care of Godzilla, not the government. Now, you certainly see the government doing what they can to destroy Godzilla, but it's the citizens that say, no one's coming to help us. We have to take care of this. And I absolutely love that. It's fantastic. The only real gripe I have with this movie is that Godzilla could look better. I love the design, but he just looks like a video game. He kind of looks like he's there. I mean, it's just painfully obvious that he's not. Shin Godzilla did an amazing job. I don't know why they didn't go to that tier. Actually, it's what is it? I think it's 7 years after Shin Godzilla, something like that. The graphics should have been immensely better for this one, and just for some reason it's not. If that's my only gripe, that's amazing, just like this movie is. It came out December 1st, you still have a chance to catch it in theaters, and I highly recommend that you do, and then when it comes out on 4K, you gotta get this on 4K. Those are my thoughts on Godzilla Minus One. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.